Now, for the month of April, we saw Nio coming out and deliver 5,074 cars, which is something that, of course, brought a lot of concerns or made some of the retail investors to really be sad, especially those that are investing into this Nio stock, which, of course, those of you that have been following me for some time, I did a video after that and indicate to you that it is not that Nio is the only stock that is not performing or delivering good car numbers, but it is because of the supply constraints that were brought by the COVID outbreaks in China, which led to companies like Nio suspending their production for some times or halting their production, trying to, of course, wait for those companies that supply them with material to open, because you will remember that, of course, Nio is a company that it is just said to do very well, and the low delivery numbers we saw in April must not make you to, of course, panic and sell your Nio shares, because this is a company which is just set to do very well. Now, this coming week, Nio will be giving us their May delivery numbers, and I personally think that the numbers will still be lower or a bit lower than 10,000, because again, the supply chain constraints are still there. COVID outbreaks, or COVID, or the pandemic, it is still impacting some of the cities in China, which is why I personally believe that delivery wise, Nio will still deliver low delivery numbers, though they will deliver much better numbers than the 5,074 vehicles they delivered for the month of April. Now, before we get deep into this topic, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video, and you should not take it as a professional financial advice video. Now, I really appreciate if you can just hit that likes button if you do enjoy the content that I'll be giving you about this Nio stock, as it helps with YouTube's algorithm. So for those of you that have been with us, or if it's the first time you are coming to this channel, Nio is one of the companies that we discuss a lot on this channel, because this is one of the companies that I personally believe that it is just said to do very well because of their fundamentals, future prospects, and the latest current developments that we've been reading on a day-to-day on this stock. I personally believe that this is a stock which is just said to do very well, and the current headwinds that is amongst the Chinese stocks, like supply chain constraints, the delisting fears of all Chinese stocks which are listed in the New York Stock Exchange. I believe these are short-term problems, and in the longer term, Nio, together with other Chinese stocks, will do very well, which is something that getting to see the low trading prices, I personally believe that you should take them as a good opportunity to go in the market and load the boat onto this Nio stock, because one way or the other, this is a stock that will do very well. I mean, I've discussed a lot of things in terms of production capacity upgrades and other stuff, which I personally believe that as an investor you should take note of. Not only will they do well in terms of their deliveries, but they will also do well in terms of the revenue they generate, which will take them very close to become profitable, which you will remember by now that Nio will become, or plans to become, profitable in the first quarter of 2024, which is something that must just show you that this is a company that will do very well. Now, you remember that the CEO, in terms of delivery guidance for the year, after Nio Day, came out and said that he believes that they can double, or they will deliver 100% or maintain 100% delivery rate even for this year, meaning that looking at the fact that Nio delivered over 91,000 back in 2021, it just makes us to believe that Nio will deliver over 180,000 vehicles for this year. Though the supply constraints, COVID outbreaks in China, I personally believe that it might have a huge impact on their expectation in terms of delivering 100% delivery rate. I personally believe that it won't be by much, because you remember that at the end of this first half of 2022, Nio would have upgraded the production capacity on their Nio factory to 300,000 capacity, which is something that, of course, it will be amazing. And of course, with Nio Park, which its production capacity, it's 1 million EVs annually expected to start with, the actual production in September of this year, it is something that, of course, must just show you that we might get to see the second half really looking so interesting on a company like Nio, because production wise they would have ramped up, or they are ramping up their production, which is something that must motivate you to continue loading the boat, or taking these low trading prices as an opportunity for you to load the boat onto this Nio stock. Now, yes, as I've said, I personally believe that Nio will deliver around 6,000 vehicles for the month of May, because why? The supply chains are still there, the COVID impacts are still there, some cities are still, or some other sections of cities are still under lockdown, which is one of the things that of course might get to make Nio to deliver lower delivery numbers. But one of the things that of course I'm liking is that today there is the auto show which has started in Shenzhen, which Nio will be showcasing their existing vehicles, including the ET5 and the ET7, which is something that is incredible, because those are the two vehicles which I personally believe that delivery wise they are going to seriously revive the deliveries of Nio, especially in the Q3 Q4 of this year, which is something that getting to see that they are showcasing also those vehicles will definitely bring in more attention into this Nio company. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I personally believe that Nio is a good long-term stock, which, like I said, this low trading price, you have to take them, or ought to be taken as an opportunity for you to load the boat. And because this is a stock that not only have we been seeing big institutions loading the boat, but also we have been seeing some retail investors on social media becoming more and more comfortable and loading the boat, me included, on this stock, because one way or the other this is a stock that is just preparing itself to propel high and flourish in the air. Otherwise, with all that, guys, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you load the boat on this Nio stock or buy it for the very first time, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence, so that at least you can be comfortable when you are investing into this stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey, and God bless you all.